Hey guys, I'm super excited to be out here today at Mission Bay, and we're here with our friends from Silent North, and they've given us two of their boats, the new skiff and this round boat. We're going to install our motors onto these two boats. We got the K1 on the round boat, and we got the N3 on the skiff. Um, this is a lot of fun. I've done this before. I'm going to show you guys how to install these motors on here and get them on the water, and show you guys how they do. If you guys know anything about our company, you know that we pride ourselves on having built a product that is super adaptable. And aside from fitting about 30 plus adapters that we make, you're able to use this motor and make your own DIY projects and motorize many other things that we haven't even thought about. Today, what I'm going to show you guys is how we're going to use our K1 motor, our DIY pipe adapter. This is just a pipe you're able to put onto the K1. And we're going to do a DIY installation on this round boat by Silent North, and show you guys how easy that is with almost no tools. So let's get started. All right, so first I'm going to give you guys a run through of what you need for this project. It's not very much, pretty simple. Of course, we need the pedal drive plug from Silent North that comes with this round boat. We do have our vertical pipe, our DIY vertical pipe, and that pipe allows you to install this motor on anything that requires a 1-inch pipe. We're choosing our tiller steering for this project, but you can also use the pole steering for this project. This is a short distance to the seat, so we're doing the tiller steering. Finally, we do have our K1 outboard kit with no adapters, just the kit itself. You got motor, the 378 battery, our Bluetooth remote, and our kill switch there. And finally, you'll see the tools. It's almost nothing. We've got one Phillips screwdriver. You have an Allen key that comes with your kit anyway. And then we just have something to snip off the zip ties. So let's get started. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get that K1 motor onto our vertical pipe. So that's a pretty straightforward process. We're gonna go ahead and remove that spacer for this particular adapter because we don't need it. And we're gonna get our adapter on there. You do have a set of nuts and bolts that ship with your K1 and with your adapter. So you should find that in your package. There are two longer screws that go in the front and two short ones that go in the back. And that's it, guys. That's how you get our K1 motor onto pretty much any of our adapters. I'm going to tuck my wire here into this groove and put a couple of zip ties around there. And I'm going to do one a few inches just above here. So now we have our we got our wire tucked in there. So the next thing we're going to do is get this pipe onto this fin drive plug that comes with the Silent North boat, and then we're ready to actually put this into the boat. So the way this works, guys, is this plug is basically in two halves. So it goes together with these 4 bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and put that around our 1-inch pipe. All right, so I've got our plate on there now. And what I'm going to do is, you guys will see, this will just plug into my boat. That's simple. There we go. Now for this, we don't even need that reduced shroud that we do for some of the boats, because that opening is nice and big. So the last thing I'm going to do is put my tiller handle on. So I've got steering, and you do need to choose which length you want. There is a 24-inch and a 12-inch in your pack, and you need to slip on that handle grip. So putting this on is very, very easy. You just have these 2 bolts that will allow you to attach your tiller steering to your adapter. All right, that's it, guys. So now I've got steering. I can sit there and I can do 360 steering. My motor is in place. All I need to do is plug in my battery and I'm good to go. So I've got our 378 battery here. Gives you 12 speeds forward, 3 speeds in reverse. We're going to go ahead and plug that in there, and I'm going to tuck it under that bungee I've got here, nice and secure. We have our kill switch. Please remember to wear your kill switch at all times. And our remote is going to give you 12 speeds forward, 3 speeds in reverse. We have 360-degree steering. I can't wait to get this on the water. All right, what we're going to do here is get our N3 motor on this skiff from Silent North. This is the skiff that's got that frunk with all that space for you to put your stuff in. We're super excited about this. I want to get it on the water and see how it does with our N3 and see what 3 horsepower does. Now remember, we can also put the K1 on here, but it's going to be a trolling slow speeds for that. With the N3, we should be able to have a good time with this boat. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We've got our motor here. We do have a transom adapter on this boat. The N3 gives you at peak 1200 watts of power, so that should be able to get this boat moving really well. We get about a full hour out of this battery at full speed, and at trolling speeds it can go up to anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, so at slower speeds. So this will keep you on the water for quite a while. All right, so now I have my motor on my transom plate. We're going to drop that motor down, put our battery on. All of this is super simple, guys. All plug and play. We do have our 2 connectors, the main power connector that goes on top, and this is our battery signal connector. Okay, we have our kill switch. Turn on our system, and oh, we got to open this up so I can turn the motor around. There we go. Nice and quiet power. The motor is on. I can barely hear it. So let's get this on the water and see how it does.